All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll turn our attention back up to the start for the final grand final of the morning. This is the men's Youth 8 in Lane 1, Oakland Strokes. Lane 2, Sarasota. Lane 3, Greenwich. Lane 4, Montclair. Lane 5, Rose City. And Lane 6, Newport.
Here we go, men's Youth 8 on the race course. This is the grand final, last grand final of the day. 6 boats across. And in lane 1, you have Oakland Strokes, the silver medalist from last year. Lane 2, you have the bronze medalist from last year, Sarasota Crew. Looks like the early leader. And in lane 6, you have the defending champs, Newport. So we've got a ton of firepower in this men's Youth 8 event. The fastest boats on the water are the men's Youth 8s, and it looks like Oakland and Sarasota pushing out a little bit from third place Montclair. Montclair, the Scholastic National Champions there in lane 4. They all go to the same high school, but out in front of them it's Oakland Strokes and Sarasota Crew deadlocked here. These two club teams as they come through 300 meters in the men's Youth 8.
Yeah, already what we see are a couple of crews really trying to make a statement early on. As David said, Sarasota and Oakland, but with Montclair right there. And then on the outside, Newport also coming up to challenge for the lead position. But there's sure to be quite a bit of jockeying for position as we approach 500 meters in.
That's right. It looks like maybe a slight lead for Oakland in lane 1 over Sarasota Crew, but hanging very tough. Only a couple seats off the pace are those Scholastic champions from Montclair. They want Stotesbury, they want Scholastics, and they're showing that they have speed to really put a push here in the second 500. We'll see if they can stay with these two boats up front, but at 500 meters, it was a move from Oakland. Has them now 4 seats ahead of Sarasota Crew. So those are your top two in lanes 1 and 2, respectively. In third place continues to be Montclair in lane 4. Fourth place is Newport in lane 6. But you see just how close it is up front between these top 3 crews, all with a ton of connection still. Going for the medals here in the men's Youth 8. And it's Oakland with about a deck over Sarasota Crew.
That's right. So almost not worth calling at this point as they just kind of jockey back and forth as the Balboas go back and forth. Slight advantage going to Oakland, but Montclair right there next to Sarasota. I can't really tell who is in the lead at this point. It really depends on whose blades are in the water when between Sarasota and Montclair for that second place position. But Oakland right here at 750 meters, they are now sitting with a 3-seat lead over both Sarasota and Montclair. Newport continuing in 4th, and then behind them, we'll need to take a little better shot here of where Greenwich and Rose City are, respectively.
Montclair really showing some speed here for a Scholastic boat. We haven't seen a Scholastic boat in the medals in the men's Youth 8 for a number of years. It is still 4th place Newport right there. You see them in lane 6. And then I'm going to give 5th place at the moment to Rose City over Greenwich in that order as they come down. But if we can get the camera back up front as they come through the halfway point, in this men's Youth 8 grand final, it is still Oakland Strokes out in front, but it's getting closer as Sarasota Crew starts to make a push here to try to bring it level. Montclair still hanging tough, about a deck behind Sarasota Crew. Staying in a medal position is that crew from Montclair. This is an amazing race up front, 15 feet separating 3 boats.
That's right. So just at 1,000 meters here, it is still so tight for those top 3 positions. Oakland Strokes, Sarasota, Montclair. There is still a lot of room left on this race course to battle it out and change position. But Oakland, I know that is a tough crew. They had amazing races in the semifinals and through the time trial. But right now they're sitting just with 2 seats over Sarasota. Sarasota attempting to pull level with Oakland.
Here we go, third 500. This is where it really physically hurts. And before they get into the crowd here, it is Sarasota bringing it level now with Oakland up front ahead of third place Montclair. What are we going to see in the last 500? This is going to be an amazing race. These two crews were 1-2 in the time trial, and they were 1-2 in the semifinals in terms of times. And maybe it's a foot now for Sarasota Crew trying to win a Youth 8 on the birthday of their head coach, a big milestone birthday for Casey Galvanic, turning 50 today, 1 foot ahead of Oakland Strokes.
I love it. As you come up to the last 500 meters, we're looking at two crews side by side. Sarasota, Oakland strokes so evenly matched here. Blades are actually in the water at the same time, so they're just pacing each other. But right now, that advantage is going to go to Sarasota by about a deck over Oakland strokes. Off of the stern deck of the Oakland strokes boat, it continues to be Montclair, and then back to them by a bit of open water. Newport continues in fourth, but with Greenwich in the fifth place position, and then Rose City.
Oh my God, this one is a nail biter. This is as close as it gets. It is deadlocked. It is Sarasota crew. It is Oakland. It's maybe Sarasota crew by 2 feet right now, trying to hold off Oakland as they come towards the line. Those are your top two. Montclair still sitting in third place, but coming up into the fourth place position. Looks like Greenwich maybe is challenging Newport now, but up front it is Sarasota crew putting on the burners a little bit. They have a little bit more speed than Oakland right now. It's Sarasota crew, 25 strokes from the line, trying to take a gold medal. It would be 5 years in between championships for Sarasota crew if they can pull this off. The winner in 2013. Here comes Oakland. What does Oakland have left in the tank in these last 20 strokes to the line? But it does look like Sarasota crew sitting about a half a length ahead of Oakland as they charge to the line here in the men's Youth 8. It's going to be Sarasota crew with a championship here. Caitlin Crouch's boys are going to win it ahead of Oakland Strokes. And in third place, Montclair, the Scholastic champions, are going to take home a bronze medal from the Youth National Championships ahead of, on the outside, Newport. And then deadlocked, Rose City and Greenwich. Unbelievable final. Sarasota crew over Oakland Strokes and Montclair in the men's Youth 8. And that is it for our A finals here at the 2018 U.S. Rowing Youth National Championships. Please come back in about an hour for our B finals.
We'll be back at noon for the B level finals and contest that petite level final, but let's enjoy the celebration out on the water right now as Sarasota looks to wrap up their season in gold medal style. Oakland with the silver, Montclair with the bronze.